So guys, sorry if you listen to me in Ukrainian, but now we start our channel in English. I have a bunch of computers and I have my Proxmox cluster and so many VMs running on it. So do not consider this video as a guide. So I want to share you my start of my journey, and also it's my tears, and this motherboard actually makes me cry. Oh yeah, this is Supermicro H13 and this motherboard is for EPYC Genoa platform. Actually it's a AMD SP5 socket and it have 6000 pins on it, and yeah, actually I bought the cheapest Genoa processor and it didn't start on this motherboard because that's, yeah, I can show you, wait, here's my tears. This is EPYC Genoa. I don't know actually what this processor is, but it's a quality sample or engineering sample. But now I have 3 computers with actually installed Proxmox on it. One computer is on my right shoulder. This is the AMD 5700X, not X3D, but just X, and it have 64 gigabytes of RAM. And this is my main workstation. Second computer on my right shoulders, but you didn't see it, and this is my server here somewhere. Server, I mean network attached storage. This is my third server. Yeah, and both of them, my router and my network attached storage, have Supermicro X11 motherboards with Xeon processor on it, and both have 32 gigabytes of RAM. Guys, in the end I will show you, I spoiled, this is my new project. This is the system for automatic growing Strawberry. So basically it's ESP32 controller for the Home Assistant and the ESPHome project. Wait for my new videos, I definitely show you all details of this board, but not today. So last time I have 2 GPU on in this computer, but right now I have only one because I installed 10 gigabits Ethernet adapter from Intel and I don't have enough PCI Express interfaces to connect all of them, and unfortunately second GPU is on my another server, which I show later. So yeah, half of the year ago, I guess this was my one computer, one only, and it have everything inside. It have 5 HDD, 2 1080 Ti in there. Now some parts from there is just spread around another computers. So yeah, let's disassemble it. Guys, you can't imagine how I like this tool. It's actually a screwdriver. Yeah, actually one reason why I disassembled this PC is because I need to remove this drive because it obsolete there. It have only 2 terabytes and it more than 10 years old, and yeah, it from bad times. I have Seasonic power supply, 1 kilowatt. It's platinum series. "20 years ago, the PC case was much harder and stronger." Also, the one detail here, it actually my fan speed controller. Yeah, this is my project of the last year. Unfortunately, I was broke and didn't order entire assembly on the manufacturer. But anyway, I didn't make it to work properly. It actually works, but it just regulates the output voltage. So it didn't make any clever transformation of the PWM signal or any thermal control. So yeah, it's just a voltage regulator. But it works well for the with motherboard which is support 3-pin coolers, because this knob is actually regulates the relative to the input voltage. So if the motherboard put for example not 12 but for example 8 volt to slow cooler down, and you set this knob to 50%, it actually will have output of the 4 volts. So with this regulator you can proportional scale the already existed thermal circuit in the motherboard. But yeah, I guess I need to make second version to actually, for example, convert 3-pin to the 4-pin motherboard to the 3-pin cooler, because yeah, many motherboards have only 4-pin cooler support and didn't adjust any voltage on the power pin. So yeah, this is the first revision, but anyway, I made it, and this is my product, which I actually didn't release yet. So right now we move it back, and I will show you my actual network as storage. This PC is not looks great, but actually this PC case is a gift from my stepbrother. I have my HBA controller not connected to these drives, instead it connected directly to the motherboard. This 1080 Ti card didn't have a frame, and yeah, this cooler is just levitate. And this 10 gigabits Ethernet adapter didn't have air intake from any of its side. So yeah, that's my main 14 terabytes drive, and this is my old ZFS storage, which why I connected directly to the motherboard, because it have a faulty ZFS on it. So that ZFS I can mount on like read only, and because on that PC I have Proxmox installed with enabled this ZFS pool. ZFS have or had some bug which can crash the driver with this setup. So if the ZFS itself have some wrong metadata, then it can't be mounted. Instead it just constantly crashing the kernel drivers. So I have this behavior early 2025, so not so long ago, and I hope this bug will be fixed. But anyway, that ZFS can't be restored, so to actually save my data I bought another drive, and in plan I bought another 14 terabytes drive, and that will be my ZFS pool. So that motherboard is Supermicro X11SSZ, and it have 32 gigabytes of RAM. My main reason why it's assembled is because it have that cooler, which is actually 3-pin coolers, and that motherboard have only is capable to control only 4-pin coolers, so it can't adjust the voltage to control the speed of this cooler. So I bought 3 more coolers from the Arctic. We will make installation. Actually, I decided to move back my second 1080 Ti because actually this is my main workstation and it have most powerful CPU, and second Ti I need to run my Windows. When I move it away, I actually move my Windows away, and I decided to move it back because any others my Proxmox node is way less powerful and I can use it as for Windows, and it, yeah. I forgot to install, not this right into my NAS as cache and SSD. So I guess it's not reliable for NAS or it's consumer grade SSD. I don't know, guys. It's pretty big in volume, so I guess it not burn itself so fast. And well, I not have so huge loads on my server, and I guess it will be enough. And we use this device to fill it. Not fine. Yeah, it's very cheap adapter, if so. The gold plating is very thin. Definitely not the best adapter, but anyway, I guess it will work because it's from the signal integrity perspective. Gold plating isn't matter so much compared to the actual traces dimensions. To fill the missed slots, I put this piece of metal. No, it isn't compatible. Okay, I left it as it is. More ventilation, at least. Anyway, I will maintain the server soon, so it doesn't matter if it cools some dust inside. So this device have direct 12-volt output. This device isn't working because this is PCI Express bifurcation, so the PCI Express lanes is directly split between all 4 M2 slots. By the way, it's 4 M2x4, and unfortunately this is the second device, first device, and pass-through actually works, but Qualcomm drivers didn't work with this device via PCI Express pass-through. I decided the second Wi-Fi will be a big headache because I can set up this Qualcomm Wi-Fi on the via PCI Express pass-through with OpenWRT. I don't know, I guess the drivers require some special function of PCI Express and it's not available. So yeah, I decided to remove this card and we made some swap. I show later. I can use it in much more important place. Basically, I decided to buy cheapest GTX 1030 with 2 GB of VRAM. So basically, I guess I will use it as my kiosk screen for the Home Assistant, and also I guess I can run some kind of local AI assistant on it. I just put it in here because I just want to do it. nothing else. We move this card into another slot, right there, and then we can install this card. Yeah, very tight space. Actually, for the NIC itself, the ventilation isn't great, but it's okay. We have the main outlet of the air right through the power supply, so the air pushing there and then goes out there, so everything will be nice. So this card I will use for my external Wi-Fi, which I decide to buy eventually. Eventually I will have external access point, and I will show you in the next video. So to fill the entire slots I just use this. Yeah, right now everything is installed. This is my ventilation, and it has some filter, very basic. I have very tight space there. So yeah, this 12 volt output I still will be using for my access point, but on the next video. For 10 gigabits ports. Move it back. So yeah guys, right now nothing is working just because I changed my PCI Express configuration on NAS and on my router. So basically I need to fix that, so I will show you on my screen. And this is the EPYC of my network attached storage. Actually, here is some weird firmware version. I guess someone is updated it for before I bought it, because I bought it used, of course, and it have very weird firmware version. Maybe someone can guess what is that. You can see the errors from the HBA controller. It's because my drives have passwords on it. So yeah, I definitely can break it, but not today. Yeah, you can see my two cards NP2S0F. No, didn't work. Yeah, actually these two interfaces is bounded into bond, and this bond is added to my bridge, and my bridge have one of my Ethernet another. Yeah, and also on the bridge I have one VLAN for my current setup. So we definitely need to reorganize it, but not today. Right now we can save it and make system CTA restart network inc service. And yeah, now you can see the NP2S is activated. 10 gigabits. Nice. So if config, yeah, right now you can see up running RX packets. You can see there is no flags lower up, and that means I need to check my physical connection. But RX packet is there. I don't know. Maybe I forgot something in this configuration. Yeah, of course I forgot to add it to the bond. 10 gigabits full duplex, great. Right now it's only one cable is connected, so, and Google is pinging also. So let me back to my Proxmox, and you can see my node up and running. And right now we need to change our device mapping, so we can close this, close that. We need this host bridge adapter. Okay, and I need to add one more device. This is my Kingston technology, and there we need to add one more device for my cache. Yeah, actually, as I understood, the ROM bar is the for the video, it prints the Proxmox logo, and PCI Express means it applies some special settings for this mapping. I don't know actually, but sometimes it works in both ways, sometimes not. Depends on the actual hardware, really. Yeah, and now it must start without any issue. To the end of the video. So in the next video, I show you my network configuration. Actually, right now it's a mess. I have two OpenWRT routers on two Proxmox nodes, and instead of redundancy, I get 2 points of failure. So it's the expanding the surface of attack, actually. So definitely it's a bad configuration. So the proper way to make it is to have one router, but it need to be redundant. For example, there is no much sense to set up actual two pairs of the VM, but we can set up high availability, which Proxmox provides. So basically, if one node is die, it can replicate it real time the actual VM with my OpenWRT and continue to provide routes and services for all my networks without any issue. Yeah, but one thing to make the setup proper works with the internet, I need to have either or a second internet provider, or I need special device which can split this one cable from the provider. So yes, it's not super mandatory required, but at least some redundancy I want to see there. And in the next video I will revise my workstation because I ordered the new CPU for my H13 motherboard. Yeah, I will show you. It's not crazy stuff, it's real basic stuff for my home purpose. So yeah, guys, I decide the processor for my budget actually, but we will reassemble my workstation and we will connect new Wi-Fi access point, and I will show why I choose that one. So see you in the next video.